No one.
No, sorry. It takes a second, guys.
So chaos.
Diego from VLR.
Hey guys, commiserations for the loss. Obviously, I've got a question for anyone that wants to answer here. I'd just kind of like to know the reasoning behind leaving Icebox open and then picking Haven, seeing as you've lost on both maps against Fnatic recently.
I can take it first. I think we had the upper hand, and I think we could have won that game. So obviously, just looking at results is not going to tell you the whole story. And Haven is a good pick for us. I think the main reason we lost is obviously the situation and a lot of gaps in our game plans. And a great player like Durke will exploit that, right? So yeah, I think the map V2 was really good for us, considering.
We'll go to Aaron next from Nerd Street.
Hey guys, sorry about the loss, but I know you'll keep plugging back in for your next match against Guild. I just wanted to ask, how do you feel and what do you think the biggest changes you want to make are before your next match on the 16th?
It's for me question.
For anyone?
For anyone?
That could be for anybody.
Actually, it's gonna be big changes. I hope we're gonna play with Sugetsu. So we need to remind ourselves how we played with him, because we've been switching a lot last week and to adapt to what we have. And we need to remind ourselves how we played before, remind which maps was good for us, remind defaults, executes, and everything else.
We'll go next to Kobe from Upcomer.
Hi guys. Obviously we had the EMEA Grand Finals rematch, but now you're going up against Guild for the semifinals rematch. So I guess my question to anyone who wants to field it is, what's your confidence level that you can replicate the success that you had against Guild during the EMEA Challengers event?
Anyone else want to take it?
At this moment, our confidence is not very high.
Look, it's my confidence is high, right? We've done it before, we can do it again. Obviously, we have a lot of things that's going against us, but for me, that just means we're the underdogs and we do good in underdog situations, There's things we can't control, but Sugetsu's coming, we remind ourselves how we play, and we can definitely do it. So for me, the confidence level is high, maybe not for the players right now, but it will be after tomorrow. So
yeah, if you ask me in 2 hours, my confidence level is definitely going to be different.
Thank you.
Bing.
So Windows.
Thank you. We'll take the next question from the man, the myth, the legend, George Geddes.
Oh, George.
Hello, how are we, people? How are we doing? So my question is actually for Ardis. How are we, lad? I wanted to ask you something. You said in an interview, and I quote, "I think individually we are the best team." Now that you've just come up against Fnatic, would you like to change that statement, or would you like to keep it the same?
I mean, in the actual article, I said individually we are top 5 in each role. And I mean, I don't disagree with that. If you look at the duelists in the region, Zipan's top 5. If you look at Chambers in the world, I'm top 5. If you look at Xiao, like the initiator, he's top 5. Like individually, you can't argue that, I don't think. But of course, we don't even have our full team. So, I mean, I still back the statement because, listen, we are like, if you go player by player and role by role in the whole world, we are still like, each player will be up there, top 5. Maybe Shout might be top 1 or top 2. Zipan might be like, everyone, like IGLs, at the end of the day, we will be top 5 or we'll be in and around there. It's not like all the players are bad. So, I mean, I'll stay with the statement, in my opinion, because I agree with it.
It's like individuals is just not enough to win Fnatic, which was preparing for 2 weeks.
Yeah, you gotta understand that we played 3 days in a row. I mean, 4 now. Sorry, 4 days in a row. We haven't had a day break. They've had all the time to prepare. They've had 4 days of anti-stat, which might be like 10 maps in total. I don't know what it is exactly, but like they've had the upper hand. We've got a stand in. Like there's so much. Obviously, it's shit to lose. Don't get me wrong, but I mean, it's expected, no? Like I don't know. I mean, like all the cards are kind of in against us. I don't want to give excuses to why we lose because we did play shit, but yeah, I think I still think like I don't want to say it because I know someone's going to fucking clip like a little 2 words out of it and then put it into an article.
You know us, mate. You know us.
You know, the individual thing, like I literally said top 5 players individually, like in the pair role. I saw the article the next day saying, oh yeah, Ardis thinks individually we're the best team in the world. It's like, not what I said, but yeah.
It's like with Derek's got lucky that we didn't prepare. Transform into Derek's got lucky.
Yeah. We got Japanese, like Japanese DMs saying, what the fuck, bro? You got lucky. Like,
Korean.
Yeah, Korean, sorry. Yeah, Korean. But yeah, hopefully that answers your question.
It does. Thank you very much, mate.
No worries.
We'll take the next one from Declan from Deserto.
Hi, this question's for Doom Bros. I was just wondering if you were at all trying to target Alfire since it was his first LAN.
Not really. Like we were focusing on playing our own game and trying to do everything correctly, screaming, going for defaults, going through executes, because that's how you win in these slams, and that's how you avoid a play like Durka. But obviously, it didn't go all the way. I think on Icebox it went pretty well. Like we know how they play, have a good game plan against it. But yeah, we didn't target anyone specifically. Like if you're gonna target someone, it's probably Durka, not Alphagear.
You just go opposite of Durka.
Not really, but yeah. I don't think we're scared of him. Obviously, he's a really good player, but yeah, that's all I can say. We're just more focusing on our game because of the time issue and the subs. It's more important that we play a tight game.
I mean, when our structure is good, like usually Derek don't pop off like this in games against us. At least.
Yeah, for sure.
Thank you. We'll take the next question from Ian St. Lawrence from Valoranting.
Hi, this is for Doom Bros and Angel. How are you guys going to reset your mental? You just said like 2 hours we'll be feeling confident again. Is there anything specific that you're going to do, or is it just
Eat some
decompress? Eat some good food?
Like, to be honest, confidence comes back completely after you know you did everything you could in this situation. So confidence will come back to me completely tomorrow's evening after we will do everything according to a plan for a match for Guild. So basically, yeah, when you're coming to a game knowing you did everything, yeah, maybe even a bit more, then like even if you lose,
yeah,
everything is fine.
Same for me as well. I think just keep working hard, keep knowing that you're doing everything in your power. Obviously, outside factors is a thing, but it shouldn't break you down. I think we all know that we could have won this match. We know we can win Fnatic. So yeah, we shouldn't be sad. We can come back to the server tomorrow, keep on working, and everyone's gonna feel good. I don't feel we're looking at individual losses as a big thing in this team. Like we always just take the next day, like day by day, match by match. And obviously drink some beer and eat some sushi, right?
One of the options.
Yeah.
We don't have much tomorrow, finally. It's like, every day we have much tomorrow.
Yeah. We get a little bit of a break. I mean, Sugetsu is coming. It's for sure a morale booster. It's the first time actually we get to meet him and get to play with him in person. So I'm sure that would be a really fun experience. So I'm really looking forward to it. So.
Thank you. We'll take the next question from Rabia from Jinx TV.
Hello guys. My question, I think you guys answered kind of, but like just wanted to ask, since you guys will be having a break for like 1 day, will you guys be, taking rest or practicing even harder for the next match? And given that Sugetsu will also be coming as well.
No, we plan to go Amsterdam tomorrow. We're gonna come back at the evening.
No, of course we will practice. Like we have to.
Yeah.
No other option. We're gonna practice a lot. Like we have a new player coming, so we have a lot of
old
work.
player.
Yeah. So we have a lot of work to do. Yeah, that's all we can say.
Thanks.
We'll go to Scott Robertson next from Esports.
Thank you. I have a question for Cider. assuming that Sugetsu assuming that everything with his travel works out and he joins the team, do you feel like your performance at this event as a last-minute standing has elevated your standing as a player? And what are you hoping to achieve in 2023?
Obviously, it can only be positive to play at an event like this for a player like me. Unless I completely shit the bed, but I think I did the best I could. I think I did a decent job, and I had some good impact on some very important maps. But obviously, I think if people take everything into context, I think I did very well. I literally had there was a few maps I played, like Fracture and Breeze. I haven't played Viper for 1 year. So I had 1 or 2 practice on it. So yeah, I think definitely it's been positive for my people's viewpoint of me. Yeah.
I want to add to that as well. Cider is such an easy person to work with. He works very hard. He went over my expectations too. So I think definitely his value in the scene should go up.
So you expected him to do bad?
Yeah. Shut up. Not what I meant, but people need to know how hard he works, and he sacrificed himself and his time to do this, and he did a really good job. So I'm really proud of him. I'm very thankful for him for helping us. I don't think everyone should know that he's a great player, and I hope he beats us in the future, right?
No.
Maybe not.
Plays us in the future.
I'll beat you as well, but
yeah,
it comes to it.
Thank you.
Thank you. We'll take the next question from FD News, Facundo Dominguez.
Are you Portuguese or Spanish?
Well,
that sounded flawless. Sorry.
Well, my question is for Angel. During Monday's scrum, you said that you had 1 day practicing with the whole roster that is here. Now with the new addition to the team, do you think it's going to be a loop of the first day?
It's gonna be what, sorry?
A loop of repeating the same process of the first day?
No, obviously now it's gonna be easier. Our player from our main roster comes back, so he knows what to do on most of times, and we can be more flexible with him. But we still have 1 day only, to remind ourselves how we should play. So in general, this tournament doesn't go well for us in terms of preparation time, rest time, and everything else. But I can promise we will do everything we can.
Thank you. We'll take the next question from Kobe Zucker from Upcomer.
Another one for Angel. I'm just wondering, from IGL to IGL, do you notice a difference in Boaster's mid rounds and Fnatic's anti-stratting when they've had time to prepare and watch you guys versus when you've maybe played them 3 times within the span of a couple of weeks?
It didn't felt it was some anti-strats, to be honest. It felt like they just played what they prepared more. And their preparation obviously prevailed over ours. I didn't see, for example, when we played against first team, Xerxia. Yeah, we felt a lot of moments when it was they was ready for our rounds and everything else. Here it was a bit easier, but the quality of Fnatic's game was very high. And at this point, it was better than ours.
Thank you.
We'll take the next question from Diego from BLR.
Yeah, I've got just one more question about the guild matchup for Artis. Knowing that your champion's spot is potentially on the line for the next game, does that add any pressure to you guys?
No, we've beat them already in the best of 3. We'll have the same roster as well, so I'm confident that the same result, to be honest. So yeah.
Thank you. Are there any more questions for FPX?
George? No?
Jorge?
Disappeared.
Wait, what do you guys want me for?
Nothing. I just want to say hi.
Oh,
he's a big fan of you, by the way, guys. Big fan.
What do you mean? I'm a fan of you guys.
He's
Sorry,
your biggest fan.
I feel like this is very unprofessional of me. I apologize, Anton. I'm going to mute now.
Yeah, sorry.
Wow. I'm disappointed now. I'm sorry.
Are we all set? Or?
Thank you. This will conclude the press conference with FPX. We'll be right back with Fnatic.
God bless.